What's going on, YouTube? Today I want to talk to you guys about a subject that came up as a comment on my last video that had nothing to do with my last video. It was on a Facebook group, and my video was about guitar tone woods. So I'm not going to get into that today, but this is the comment that I got, and I have several reasons to disagree with said comment. So grab a chair, sit down, grab some whiskey, grab some water, and let's get into this right away. First, I would like to say I buy most of my gear off the internet because I live in the northeast part of the United States in the state of Vermont. I'm pretty far away from New York City and Boston, and the nearest Guitar Center for me is about an hour and 15 minutes away, and they might not even have what I'm looking for. Yes, I could probably call them before I go, but you know, it's 2022. I just find it so much easier if I can just go on the internet and see what my favorite websites have for sale for my guitar. I can just go to the search bar, search, and I can see not just the guitar that I want, but I can also see the different kinds of colors that it comes with. And before you guys say anything, yes, I am aware that I do like to buy guitars that I'm attracted to, all right? For me, a guitar is like a woman. Before I take it into my home, I want to look at it and I want it to be something that's attractive. You're not gonna take some ugly lady home with you, right, guys? Or for you women out there, you're not gonna take some ugly guy home, right? So for me, I just like to have a nice looking guitar, you know? Nice flame maple top, maybe poplar, who knows? Anyway, we're getting off subject now. I want to share with you guys my only story that is bad that turned good from ordering a brand new Charvel San Dimas off of Sounds.com. The damage that came in to me, this guitar shipped to me from New Jersey, which is about 5, maybe 6 hours away, right? It arrived to my apartment. I saw the box was crushed, and right away I'm thinking, do I really want to go any further opening this box? I did, very carefully. I opened it up and this is what I saw. The thing was crushed. The whole freaking, the tone knob, the volume knob just shoved in, bent, you know? And even if you look closely at the picture, you can see also that around each knob, the wood was even shoved and crushed inwards too. So I was I was pissed. Right away, I took it inside my place. I took some photos, sent it right away to Sounds.com. Within an hour, they apologized. That's the first thing. Second, they sent me a return label. So all I had to do was print it, put the guitar back in the box, tape it shut, take that return label, tape it to the box, take said box to UPS and shipped it. And I shipped it overnight. The next day, at the same time as I received said broken guitar, I got my replacement. I opened it, beautiful. Not a scratch or not even a fingerprint on it. So I was happy. Right away, I wrote them back an email and said, thank you guys so much, Sounds.com, for sending me my replacement guitar within 24 hours. So, for me, I buy most of my gear off of the internet. Honestly, I buy it from Sounds.com, AmericanMusical.com. I also go to Sweetwater.com and Guitar Center. So, Sweetwater I like because they seem to have a lot of the effects pedals that I like that are less common. So here I've got 2 of my favorite guitar effects pedals that I bought off of the internet from Sweetwater. By the way, this video is obviously not sponsored by anybody, okay? I'm not sponsored at all. I just want to share my experiences with you, the average Joe, the average guitar player, the average hobbyist that has a full-time job. Anyway, these are them. This is the Black Country TI, as in Tony Iommi boost pedal treble booster. And this is the MXR analog chorus pedal. Analog, it's analog. Even though the first 4 letters right here say anal, it's analog, okay? The only drawback that I have personally is that when you order off of the internet, you say, hey guys, Could you guys please send me some more of these magazines that I can never get enough of? That's probably the only drawback that I get. So I just want to dive into this a little bit deeper. I keep getting sidetracked. Back to the subject, are you less than intelligent for buying guitars and gear, even drums off the internet, rather than going to the actual store and physically playing them yourself? No. Go to some websites, look at the return policy. I believe that Zounds.com, AmericanMusical.com, and Guitar Center, when you buy a guitar or any musical equipment, you have 45 days to try it out at your home through your gear, and you don't like it, return it, and there's no questions asked. That's it. So I get why certain people might say it's better to physically try the instrument at the guitar store or music shop. I get it. It's good. You can physically touch the thing before you take it home. Problem is, again, where I live at, I don't see any Marshall JVMs at any of these stores. If they had the perfect guitar for me, right? Say we've got the Jackson King V with EMG pickups, right? I really want one. I find it at the store, and the salesman says, go ahead, try it out right here on this Fender Bassman amp. And it's gonna sound totally different to my amp at home. It might sound incredibly awesome when I try it out at the store. I get it home and it's gonna sound like mush. Maybe not, maybe it will. If I buy it off the internet, I can try that same guitar, my amp, my pedals, my home, my acoustics, and I can see how I vibe with it, and I can even show it to my wife. I can show it to my friends, get their opinions, At the end of the day, it's your opinion, it's your money. So let me ask you guys, have you bought a musical instrument off of the internet? Have you had positive experiences with it most of the time, or have you had mostly bad luck? So this is talking about new stuff, all right? Before I go on to my next subject about used gear on the internet, I want to tell you, when you go to these websites, you also can have them at your home while you pay over the course of a year or 18 months. So I don't have $1,000 to drop on a guitar right now, but if I wanted to go buy that Jackson King V off of the internet, I could go to the website, I can make monthly payments and have a guitar here in my home as I'm paying for it through payments. So also check out the return policy of these websites. Make sure you understand it. Most reputable companies that sell musical gear have a reputation to maintain, so if you buy something, it's damaged, they should have a good return policy. If you don't like their return policy, go to another website. Simple as that. Now, buying used gear. Now, I'm talking about eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and buying an item that they will mail to you. That, I agree, is sketchy, and I will tell you why. Let's say I'm trying to sell you my guitar, and I'm trying to get as much money as possible for it. I've taken the guitar outside to get the sunlight to hit it at the most right angle to get the best looking face of it, and I take all these incredible looking photos so it just looks like this musical instrument of bliss, and just musical rays of sunshine are emitting from this instrument, okay? You look at it and say, damn, that is a gorgeous guitar and it's only $800. That's gorgeous, I'm buying it. You buy the guitar and you see all kinds of scratches and it looks like somebody smashed the headstock with a hammer. And you contact the seller and you say, hey, this thing is clearly damaged. The seller says to you, I put in the description that it shows signs of use. That's sketchy. Personally, if I'm buying something used off the internet, I would go to the Facebook Marketplace, but do it in a way that you could physically go check the said item out in person. Pawn shops are freaking great, man. If you can find a nice pawn shop that sells musical equipment, dive right in. I have seen an American Fender Stratocaster in great condition, front and back. It was a used one for $500. I was so pissed off that day. I did not have $500 or anything close to it, or it would have been mine. Granted, I'm not a big fan of the Fender Stratocaster for personal reasons. I'm not saying that they're crap guitars, they're just not for me. But for $500, it would be for me. Right. So, that is it for my video. I hope that you guys can see now why it's actually a good idea to buy new equipment, musical equipment, off of the internet. Again, I want to stress that just because you don't get to physically touch it before you put your money down or you buy it, doesn't mean it's a bad idea. You get to have it in your home and play it through your gear in the privacy of your own home, rather than sitting at a music shop where the guy's sitting there trying to talk to you about the Led Zeppelin and hey, yeah, so did you hear Slash blah blah blah, you know, distracting you while you're trying to concentrate. I personally feel like it's a safer bet to buy something from the internet for musical equipment than it is to go to a guitar shop or a music store in general, because you got that 45-day grace period where you don't like it, you return it, get your money back. The weekend has just begun. I'm sorry that I keep rambling on. I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Now in the comment section, I want you to let me know if you had any experiences, positive or negative, about buying musical equipment off the internet. I'm not just talking about drums or guitars or bass guitars. Maybe you're a pianist, piano player, a keyboardist, you play any instrument that you bought off the internet. Let me know in the comment section. And also, if you're new to my channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's free and it's going to make the both of us feel really good. So, happy Saturday. Let's go.